Welcome back, everybody. Literally the same. We're at the exact same spot. Shut up, Goddard. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of, as king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to...
Apparently the dog did not agree with Goddard.
Hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral.
All right.
Well, damn, dude.
We have met 2 candidates.
Is it okay if we have the bounty for Heisme? Sure you can handle that. We won't be held liable. Yep. You're an odd one, all right. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martyra. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus. Let's call it.
You got the contract. Let's head back to the inn.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements.
I have
How
a
best to
carriage.
put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain.
He'll be
All I
there.
need to say is,
He'll be there.
Probably.
you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
Probably stay inside and rest today.
Let's roll.
What you smoking?
I think he's eating.
We just have a chicken in the bar.
Yeah. Just gotta
Fresh eggs.
have the cock on display.
I keep it there in case I need to make an example.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hey, about that book. What more? Fuck!
It's okay. It's Maria.
Oh, yeah, we can read.
You can't sleep?
No, that's not it. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just...
Give her a
Oh, no.
fucking hug.
I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
Oof.
All right.
What?
Promise?
You never make
The
promises.
next time I see you again,
It's fine.
can you tell me more about
That's
the
what we did
outside
last
world?
time.
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I mean, it's everybody just coming to say hi.
Yeah. I was going to try
I
to
was
sleep,
hoping for
but
a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to
Why is
see.
the camera
When
shaking?
I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such
Just do that.
disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that.
Steve, the cameraman,
A
doesn't know how
guiding
to hold the
oath of 12
camera.
years is not easily cast.
Stu's still getting over Cena turning
That
heel.
book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
When you got me thrown out.
I don't remember her getting us thrown out.
No, it wasn't her.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world.
Oh, you got that book there?
Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes
You wouldn't
wondered
get it
why
from me
such
either.
books were
Yeah.
forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their content.
So we just read a chapter with every confidant?
Yes.
How could
Okay.
a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
That's how that book is given to us. Is the characters are reading it.
So it is
Player
fiction
character has
or
already read it.
personal account.
So
This chapter
for
seems
other
to be
characters
some system
to
by which the nation's
experience the
leaders
book is how
In
we
this
are
country,
we
you
digest
cannot
it.
become
Right.
even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No,
Which
as a
or
knight, 'tis
Royal
not my
Highness.
place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Honk shoe.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finger guns.
Medals Day. I was gonna say who that, but I didn't get a chance to.
Lady Gaga!
You can pronounce a G like a J.
Yeah.
Giraffe.
Geggery.
Oh, here's probably a.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yep,
100%. This is the
Okay,
one.
well,
This will
I
be the
don't.
one.
I don't have much to talk about over this, but Juno sings a lot during the game.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of important, and that's her whole deal. Is she's a songstress.
She's like an idol of some sort.
Sort of. She's famous as a singer around the kingdom.
Yeah.
I think that one Ujif we just saw in the crowd should have been more than what she is.
Oh yeah.
Because I saw her and I was like, oh, she's going to be somebody who shows up from time to time. I saw her like 3 times in the game.
Oh, okay.
And one of them was you have to go out of your way to go to a debate stand,
Uh-huh.
which we're going to probably do a bunch of debates because that gives you free stats.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And if you quote unquote win the debate, you get money too.
Oh, okay. Why not then?
It's just something to do at night.
Okay.
Absolutely worth doing.
Whenever we can't talk to our friends. We'll just go to a debate.
Yeah. God damn those eyes.
It's a lot going on.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that her race is known for, is they have the crazy giant eyes.
Oh, okay. The giant anime eyes.
And nothing else.
Okay.
Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the tournament for
Of the
crown.
tot.
For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's
But what are
time
the
to
other
meet
2
those
trials?
risking
You only
their
gave us
lives
instructions
for
for the first
crown.
one.
Because they haven't been announced
Closest
yet.
to the throne, I know
Okay.
him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
And here's the game's cast.
Sanctifex Forden!
I am on a gauntlet
I
runner.
claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond.
We can do that.
This
Probably.
chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
That guy.
Yeah.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race?
As many as they could put in.
It's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
He's on his way.
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely
So we
paying
just
attention.
win.
He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to
Well,
lose
realistically,
production.
the church doesn't run this thing, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
That's how I would see it.
Supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant.
We're literally giving them more more attention than they deserve if we acknowledge that this is going on.
Yeah.
Him. So he was one of Luis's men.
The dude in the giant purple jacket, yeah, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
What?
He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you. What our country needs is power. Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
Hell yeah.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Oh, yeah. And up next is everyone's favorite delivery driver.
Fry, whatever his last name was.
Yeah.
Philip J. Fry.
Yeah.
Fry was his last name. Hey, what's up?
It's me, the Elder.
I'm also in this. Boo.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Why are they booing?
The ride you applied with
Are
still
they
hasn't
saying
arrived.
boo or boo earns?
If it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Right. Anyways.
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
I'm also here.
A land runner? It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash! Whoa!
My God.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
Well, I mean, we left an impression.
Is it
Yeah.
your marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral!
What? I can't hear you. Get aboard.
Was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
What?
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
I love how his thing is just, oh my god, this kid's fucking entertainment. Let's go.
Yeah. This is literally the DBZ announcer.
Yeah.
Race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin.
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
We got the Gauntlet Runner, everybody.
Yar.
People like that I crashed the boat.
Just a sec.
What is this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening? Let's go to a place called Martira, Old Castletown, I think. It should be a ways south.
Wow!
It'll take about 4 days, 3 nights.
Spectacular!
Bally good.
That's how he talks too.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
I would be nervous seeing just a bunch of gears.
Oh, yeah.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
Not yours.
Telling me that! Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that.
I get to show off my
Like riding the
creation.
wind.
That's the ticket. Ha! It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Chinwag.
Yeah, It's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
I get to go fast. Faster than my wings.
I don't think they can even fly. I think it's just they just have wings. I've never seen one fly.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in.
Oops, sorry.
Pretending to work.
Even amidst all this
Me at work.
Yeah.
I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that
Oh,
it
that
must
carriage.
now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Okay.
Good God.
I decorated it a bit.
A gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even
Pretty
knowing
cool,
His
huh?
Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
I wasn't planning on keeping this.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
Had a few liberties.
You cannot mean.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and, well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away.
I upgraded her.
Yeah.
Collecting dust in
I get it, because, like, dude's dead. Who's going to fucking care?
Right, and it's already been paid for.
I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
No, now.
Mercy, please. Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Ballion runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Got it.
Yep.
Fair point.
No problem on my end.
Enough. Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Quite probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
If we die, we die.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
Tis not an invitation, you
Stroll just like, this motherfucker just say that?
He knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Has no filter, but goddamn is he right.
So damn
summing up,
talented.
Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Rhylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Well, what's a bigger monster than somebody who sells children?
We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
We're going to expand the definition of monster.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's highs, mate. An ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No.
I'm gonna kill him myself.
Precisely why I cannot
Basically.
let atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
They're friends.
We're all friends.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no fairy picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
He's a little weird, but I like Neris.
Yeah.
Alright, Gauntlet Runner.
Yeah?
Now we get to look around. Always check the pantry. Everyone, always check the pantry. There's new shit every time you come in here.
Okay, good.
Gauntlet shrooms. Those are actually supposed to be like later in the game.
Okay, fuck it.
So gauntlet shrooms are one of the items that I was missing for the last food craft. So to have some now is good. We can use the stove. We got our beds here.
I don't know how I'd be able to sleep in a tube.
Me either. I would feel super claustrophobic. And at the same time, where I sleep like in the corner of my bed.
Yeah.
So it's like I wouldn't probably be hurting for space. It just feels weird.
The claustrophobia wouldn't get to me. I just wouldn't know how to get in it.
Who let you on here?
Like, do I go in head first or do I go in feet first?
Feet first. Then the question is, how do you get out?
Well, that's what the bars are for on the outside. So yeah, I would go in feet first so I could pull myself out.
Wonder what makes this thing run. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, huh? That scared me. Looks like there's pipes in here, too. It's called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet Runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wild. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based off a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft to have a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience that, with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl's work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run into the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. We'll be using the bookshelf a lot. So washing clothes increases your SP or MP. Vacuuming increases your HP.
Okay. Bookshelf is your
stats.
Your stats.
Cooking gets you food. You get items. Later on, this becomes a thing where you can grow plants. You can grow. You get like hero fruit, which you could grow those. This becomes a thing later. You going through it, buddy?
Yeah.
You all right?
Stomach's churning.
I feel. Yep. Don't you vomit here.
Sorry.
At least go off the side, man. It's another beast. I've learned to endure it. So we got washrooms, bathroom,
toilet.
Water doesn't work right now. I'll wait for that to get fixed. You lied to me, Nurse. Let's see. Which one am I supposed to do? What do I need first? New World Diary. Fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't read it. I haven't started reading it yet. It'll expand the mind. Want to read it by the window? Hell yeah.
Actually?
Be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in the world which, very simply, I don't understand. There's so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. As you've matured.
What?
What are you saying? That I was immature before? Not like you knew more about the world than I did. Hey, Will. I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Sounds like fun. I don't know where we'd go, but I'm looking forward to it already. Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. You think of anything I could do to help you out? Just teaching me and telling me things is great. Not really all that knowledgeable, though. If that's how you feel, though, I'll gladly tell you everything I have, every insight I have. With everything we've been through recently, I've realized that knowledge is an invaluable asset, and I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning things. This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction. Let's keep reading the book for a bit. I would be super nervous having my leg behind that bar.
Yeah?
You fall out?
Oh yeah, it's broken.
Describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit it someday.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Those were good points.
I gotta answer the things correctly so that I get the most out of those. There's more left in this book. We'll pick it up next time. I think you read 3 times per book. And then when you finish a book, it doubles the stuff you get from it.
Ooh, that's real nice.
So like you get 8 instead of 4.
Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Yep.
Yeah, the Dream Eater Moth. So he'll increase imagination.
All right, then.
Looks like Hulkenberg isn't available tonight.
She's in the strategy room.
Oh, there she is.
I think we should save it and get talking to everybody tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Wait, we got the Gauntlet Runner.
Yeah, we made some progress.
We're finally heading out to get the next part. We'll see you guys tomorrow.